It's week 7.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Purdy now to throw.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here's Purdy. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So here are the Bears backed up to start their initial drive. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Achane on the counter.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And this pass broken up. But the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down. And here's Joseph Charlton now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. On first down, it's Smith. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Up the middle, Achane.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Bears at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Smith.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
2nd and 9. Again, it's Stevenson.
Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Achane will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Achane once more. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
Holding offense.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Geno.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Geno now to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Lions offense set to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Joseph Charlton on now to punt.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Now Geno on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now Gino. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. What a ball game. 4 receiving touchdowns.
And he's not just a specialty guy either. They went to him when they were in the red zone. They went to him when they weren't in the red zone. They went to him anytime they could for obvious reasons.
The throw over the middle taken in. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On first down, back to Achane. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. From the 35, here's the 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now it's Smith. And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Throwing here, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Farrell, that got in there to bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And caught by London.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
On first down, Smith. Open man here is Conklin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Matt Eberflus is going to take a risk here on 4th down. He is going to go for it.
They snap it to Smith. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
He'll try again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Devon Achane. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
They run once more with Stevenson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Slot man moves right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Purdy. A short one there to Freiermuth.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a pickup of 3.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
A loss of 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. Keenan Allen, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Stevenson.
Gets by him at the 25. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Purdy.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Breaks through the contact. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Purdy. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy. This pass is caught by London.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's good for a Lions.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
Fighting through. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On the handoff, Stevenson.
Powering his way forward. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Purdy. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now a handoff, Stevenson.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Bears now ready to take over again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Back to throw, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now Smith. That is caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Geno now to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Robert Tonyan
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bears have got it on cruise control. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And that will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Smith. It's complete to Hopkins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
3rd down and 13.
Smith now to throw.
Throw caught by Achane.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now Purdy.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Smith.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Phidarian Mathis bringing him down.
Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
Devon Achane
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he returns this to the 22.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Purdy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Checking this down to Stevenson.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
On first down, Purdy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Achane.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good. For a Lions first down.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Finding Williams once more, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Purdy.
Flushed out right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
A 7-yard gain. And the Lions first down.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Achane to start the drive. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
In motion right, that's Hardman. On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Achane.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Purdy now to throw.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fielded at about the 28.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Chicago, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Detroit,